And Dalton.
And I'm Bob Herzog. Appreciate you being here on ARC Cincinnati. Summer travel season is upon us, I tell you. And if you're looking for your next getaway, but you'd like to avoid the airport, this might just be for you.
Yeah, and this is just a great idea. Nedra McDaniel, aka the Adventure Mom, joins us to talk about a place that is almost heaven in West Virginia. Good morning.
Hi.
I'm excited to meet you.
Yeah.
I've seen your blogs before, I've seen all your posts, but I've never met you in person, so it's great to have you here. And when our producer said, we're going to talk about West Virginia, what a great idea, because I hate to say we tend to forget about it, but it's right there, it's beautiful, close. And there's all kinds of great stuff to do. So before we talk about that as a destination, can you tell us about how you got started doing all of the Adventure Mom stuff?
Sure. I started in 2011 just as a way to help make adventure attainable. So basically in every season of life, my season of life right now is I have kids in college, 2 boys, but I started when they were younger in elementary years, and it's been a fun ride. So all different types of adventures, so whether they're with families or by yourself or with friends or couple getaway. So I like to do a little bit of everything.
And we're seeing a lot of those adventures popping up on your Instagram page there. And let me ask you, as we talk about specifically Mercer County, West Virginia, what is it about that area? Did you know a lot going in, or do you tend to get to a place and figure it out when you get there?
I love discovering it once you're there, kind of letting it unfold. This is a great destination for outdoor adventure, and it's less than 5 hours from Cincinnati.
Easy drive.
So easy drive, very scenic the whole entire way, and if there's a lot to do, and it's very budget friendly too, which is nice because a lot of the activities are low cost or free.
Tell us about this chair swing that we're seeing right here.
This is your Instagram worthy moment at the Almost Heaven. So there's a few different swings throughout the state of West Virginia, and there's one in Mercer County at that overlook that's 3,500 feet above sea level, so it's beautiful.
And we were seeing those beautiful waterfalls they have there.
Yes, so waterfalls at their state park. So there's 2 within the state park, and I love they're easy to get to. You don't have to hike very far either, which is nice, especially if you have younger kids. You can kind of get to them very quickly.
And it looks like some cute downtown areas as well.
Yes, this is downtown Princeton, and what I love is there's over 34 murals in their downtown, which is for a very small downtown. I mean, it's just everywhere you look.
Like which I love that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they even have an artist alley, so it's just tucked away where it's got 22 murals within that alley as well. So it's just a really cute downtown to explore.
One of the cool things that you can do there also is stay in a treehouse. Tell us about that.
Yes, I love a unique overnight. So staying in a treehouse is great. And this one also has bathrooms in the treehouse.
Yes, that is a bonus, because sometimes they do not. Sometimes you have to walk. You go down. You have to go down and then go to the,
This one has a shower. It has the bathroom. It has all the comforts on the inside, and they have 4 different unique ones. So that's what I also enjoyed, is that, and then you have all the amenities. So you have a little refrigerator. You have
oh, how pretty!
You can see each style is very unique too. So you want to kind of base it on what the different style that you like.
Other than the trees that were coming through, you would never know you were in a tree house to look at the kitchen amenities in that spot.
Right,
that's
and
really
you also
cool.
have access to their lake too. So at Lake Mountain Manor, you can enjoy their lake, and it's stocked with fish. And then they also have paddle boards and stand-up pedal boats that you can use, and you can swim from the beach, which is really nice. And then you have your own fire pit, so you can come back after a long day out and just enjoy kind of like all the perks of glamping, being outside, but then minus the bugs. And
that's my kind of camping right there.
What boxes do you look to check when you're going to go on an adventure? Obviously, you like to be outdoors. I would assume you like to hike, that kind of thing. But what else are you looking for when you decide on the place you're going to go?
I'm looking for unique experiences that I can't replicate somewhere else. So I'm trying to find what are those things that I can do at this destination that I probably can't do somewhere else.
Nice.
One of the things that you offer too is a lot of times you'll tell people about ways to find deals and that type of thing. Are there any good deals that you can find in this area?
Well, I would say just their state park's free. The tree houses are very affordable. A lot of the activities and even the restaurants are very budget friendly. So it's one that you can really just kind of enjoy nature very easily without spending a lot.
Yeah, maybe something you don't need all those codes for.
Well, is that sort of your biggest takeaway for a lot? Because when you talk about a Disney vacation, or you talk about it's so much money at the end of the day, and you seem to be suggesting there are lots of ways to do lots of cool things where you're not totally breaking the bank.
I think it's just prioritizing what's important to you. So if some of those bucket list experiences, for example, there's the ATV trails. And so if someone wanted to rent an ATV for a day and make it kind of like a big adventure for that day, then that's
like
worth pouring your budget into
right
for
up my
that, for
husband's
that
alley,
memory.
yeah.
But then you can also save on some of the other experiences. So I think there's a lot of ways to just prioritize what you want to do just so you can create those memories.
One of the things that's not far from that area is the whitewater rafting that they have in West Virginia, which on the New River, we have a quick clip of us from, I think it was 2005 when we got to do that. So there is that beautiful New River. And let me tell you something, I was terrified to do this at first, but I had a blast. I would do it again in a heartbeat.
You had those Linda Hamilton Terminator
I
2
did.
arms back then.
Yeah, that's back in our 20s.
Look at
when
ya.
we were,
I love it.
When drinking water and sitting wrong did not hurt us. So we could
That was fun.
look at that. But I mean, yeah, it's no joke either.
Yeah.
But it is beautiful. There's just so many. And in addition to that, there was rappelling and
The bridge walk.
bungee.
Did you do the bridge walk?
We did
We
not.
did not.
But
Okay.
isn't it like the highest bridge? And only once a year you can bungee off that
You
bridge
can
or something
but
like
you can
that?
also go underneath it on the trestle, and you can you're harnessed in, and then you can get a whole different perspective
Oh, yeah,
underneath.
no,
It's
never did
right.
that.
That
Oh.
you want to add to your list. It's
Okay.
great.
Super,
There you
super
go.
cool. Okay, before we let you go, and I know we're only going to talk about West Virginia, what's another spot within 5 hours that you would say that's a spot to check out?
Okay, so totally different direction.
Yes, no, great. And I didn't tell you, we
Okay.
didn't prep you for that question, so this is great.
I would say West Michigan because my husband's from West Michigan,
Okay.
but you can get to the beach.
Yeah.
5 hours. I mean, you have sand, you've got the water, and it feels, you're not at the bottom of the food chain.
Is that where they have the dunes, Indiana? Or no, that would be Michigan. I was going to say the Indiana Dunes is another place that I've heard.
But there
going
are
up
just
that way,
as you continue farther north too, there are dunes
there
in
are dunes
Michigan.
there too. Yeah, and you almost feel like you're at the ocean.
Yeah, like you
instead
went
of
like
on
you
the
went
lake,
east
you know?
instead of north. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's another one that's a pretty quick, easy drive too.
We will we'll have you back again to give us some more advice.
Sure.
But that was a great suggestion because you tend to kind of overlook that, and it is a beautiful
You
piece
just-
of the country.
You automatically drive to Gatlinburg
Yeah.
maybe for those kinds of things when West Virginia
Right.
has a lot of the same kind of stuff.
If people want to find you, all your different places to find you, where do they go?
Sure, adventuremom.com.
AdventureMom.com. And she really does have great stuff, so make sure you check her out. Start
Awesome.
following her.
Nedra, thank you for coming
you.
in.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. It's we'll call it 8:40. After years of blockbuster busts, Hollywood is banking on a busy summer at the box office. Just ahead, we're talking state of the movie business and how theaters are hoping to get people back in the seats. That's next on Cinema 64.